Hey everyone, thanks for looking at the video and just checking in. What I'm going to do for you right now is I'm going to run through a few problems on the homework just to help you guys understand if you just need that extra boost and reminder, or if you just are confused on how to solve these. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up proportions. I'm going to help you through 1, 2, and 9. So when we get to 9, it's going to be on the back side. Just flip it over, and if you do just need to know how to do question 9, you can also fast forward through the video if you need. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at question number 1, and I'm going to find the missing length, and that missing length is represented by this question mark. Okay, now what I see here is I drew in a little right angle. I don't know if this is a right angle, but it sure does look like a right angle. Okay, and it's easy to see where L would be represented on this triangle, and that would be F. Now what I do is I like to draw this triangle so it looks just like this triangle. Okay? And once I add in my letters, so L and F, so my points, I can also look up here to see where these are represented as well. Okay? So I see the long line right here, which would be G, and then I'd represent this as H. Alright, now I need to put my numbers next to it, so my leg right here 7, and what looks to be my hypotenuse would be 8. Alright, and if I'm going to make a proportion out of this triangle, LNM and FHG, I don't need to look at this anymore, because now I see where these two would match up. Okay, so I'm going to put 16, and when I'm drawing my proportion, 16 over 8. And that would be equal to this question mark, which I'm going to mark as X over 7. And when I cross multiply, I'll take 8 times x, 8x, and I do 16 times 7, which would be 112. Now from this point on, I solve for x, divide each side by 8, and that will give me x equals 14. So then I know this missing spot right here, x would equal 14. So L to M would be the length of 14. Alright, let's come over to question 2. You guys can always pause this video or fast forward it if you understand. Alright, so again I have this triangle, and I'm trying to set up a proportion between each to find the missing length right here. Okay, so what I like to do, again we have like a little rotation here. I like to draw out the similar shape right here, so I can just look at these two and easily put them together. Alright, and they give me a right here 59 degrees, and they give me 59 degrees here. 59 degrees goes to this side, this angle. Okay, so I know that C and G are going to be representing by each other. Okay, and if I move to the right, I see B, and if I move to the right here, I see F. If I keep moving to the right, I see E, so I know E would be represented with A. Alright, now what I do is I plot my lines, my lengths. So G to E would be 35, and I know my question mark is up here. When I set up this proportion, I put 56 on top, and that's going to be over 35 because they both look like they are at the hypotenuse. And I put 32 over my question mark, which again I'm going to represent with X. So I'm going to do 56 times X, and I'm going to multiply 35 times 32. 35 times 32 is 1,120. I divide 56 on each side to get X by itself. X will then equal 20. Okay. Now I want you guys to turn to number 9, and I want you guys to solve for X on this one. What we're given right here, you'll see these two arcs. What that just means, again, just as a reminder, that these two are congruent. Alright? Again, the lengths are different, but the angles are telling us that they are congruent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a proportion. There's nothing I need to change just because these are also in the same spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a proportion of 24 over 18 here to here is equal to X plus 11 over 15. Alright, now again, I'm going to set this up first where I put parentheses around the X plus 11 so I know I have to distribute. So 18 times x is 18x, and then 18 times 11 is going to be 18 times 11 is going to be 198. So I'm going to add 198 here, and I do 24 times 15. 24 times 15 is going to be 360. Okay, what I got to do now is I got to get 18 by itself. So I'm going to subtract 198 because I have a positive number there. Subtract 198 from 360. 198 from 360 will be 162. I'll bring down my 18x. Now I just solve for x. Divide 18 on each side. 162 divided by 18 is going to be 9. Oh. Okay guys, thanks for looking and just checking the video just to get a quick reminder. I'll see you tomorrow.